To ask for help or to not ask for help. Sometimes we look for help in all the wrong places. Sometimes asking for help is hard. Sometimes we self-help and find that help is making things worse and not better. Take me, for example. I am socially challenged. I guess my uniqueness is too much for some. I have trouble trying to figure out when to speak and when not to spill the beans. My hobbies include researching discussion topics and watching films and television shows, only to find that I'm living in the past tense and that the conversation has switched subjects. I am not in with the kids, as the elderly folk would say. I laugh over trends that are months old, like, has anyone heard about this thing called mumble rap? Anyone? I am PG rated, meaning Disney was life. For example, I am the proud owner of High School Musical on DVD. And no, I don't know the lyrics for the songs, it's been a while. Kind of think I just lost my street cred or what I had of it. The point is, I'm not that great at connecting with people. I like doing things by myself. Insert people. I've had cases where I haven't really connected with the right people, mostly because my friend selection process was based on the Fast and the Furious franchise, and also because I wanted to be one of the cool kids. A long story short, I liked cars and racing, and our love of a cinematic franchise that brought together the two meant that we were now a crew. I was a cool kid. Nope. Still an outcast. Sorry, Miss Jackson, I didn't look the part. Certainly didn't act like the others. Years later, I have frenemies. Wait, this is embarrassing, autocorrect. What I meant to say was I have friends who get me. I'm that one guy in the group that talks about Marvel movies and superhero movies in all of our conversations. In case you missed it, there was like a time jump. I did a Fantastic Four 2015 or a Fan Four stick where an unnecessary use of years later is added to, for no particular reason, but to take away from what could have been great storytelling. I've been looking for help without knowing that I needed help. Aiding the missing pieces that were eating away on the inside. It's crazy how you can have it all together in retrospect, but still be living life empty. I was never the popular type. And no, this is no sob story. This is, how would you say it, authentic. I tried to do everything. I even tried to climb up the food chain where even though I lacked in muscle, obviously, skin and bones, like twig, I tried to use my brains. Well, sort of. I have this thing where I want to be the smartest person in the room because knowledge is power. Well, to think of it, love trumps knowledge. Knowledge is words, but words without love have no expression. Love is personified through actions, it's a lifestyle. The reality is, I'm not inadequate or incapable of communicating with others. We are wired, designed, fitted with a function to relate with others. Sometimes others don't always have the answers. We place too high of expectation on people. I looked to Jesus 8 years ago, and it was the best thing ever. What started off as a church service as a child saw me return on a Friday night where cracks breached the barriers that I had built. I'm not a Bible-bashing religious person, but I like the idea of hearing stories of how someone came in looking for help and walked out with so much more. This is a privilege. I shouldn't be doing this. I am not broken. I am at peace, a masterpiece. I am looking for help all the time, whether it's my continual struggle with mindsets that tell me that I am insecure and inadequate. The war is not done. But every battle I win is a step closer. I like talking about this kind of stuff. This is not a hush-hush topic because we are not so different. We are people, skin and bone, dust on a blue rocks. wrapped up in a starry night sky, and even though our perspective is always on the here and now rather than the bigger picture, I would like to think that as we acknowledge the canvas, as we acknowledge the large canvas and the one who paints on it, we in turn are humbled and come running with questions only to be stumped. I'm terrible at asking for help. But it becomes easier when you debunk the mystery, like prayer is simply talking to God. You don't need to say the right things to be accepted. It's as simple as help. To ask for help or to not ask for help. I found that I can't do this on my own. This isn't solo. Look around you. Help is a conversation away. Just remember to pick the right friends. It's a choice after all. Thank you.